everyone, nice to see you again. Thank you for joining me for the workout. Today we will be building our strength, looking at our flexibility and mobility, particularly with some extra twists today. It's really important to have a mobile and flexible spine, and I think what we can take from the mat is when we can be flexible and adapt within the poses, it helps our mindset to be flexible and adapt to whatever comes at us, especially in these times of uncertainty in life. So learning how to go with the flow and starting by tuning into your breath and understanding your body very deeply. So lots of alternatives throughout this workout. Take it at a pace that feels good for you as always. Do as many rounds as you like, and you've got the opportunity to use a playlist that you really enjoy. If you have a mat today, cool. If not, just make sure you've got a towel so you can support your body when we come to the floor, and have water whenever you need it. So we'll get started with some mobility exercises. Taking our feet nice and wide, and we slightly turn to the diagonal. Taking the arms forward and then draw back. So it's like a wave, breathing out and breathing in, going with the flow, right? Breathing out and breathing in. See how I lift my toes? Just helps to shift back into the other side. So you can do up to 10 on one side, then turn, come to the other side, so facing the diagonal, back of hands forward, and then pull back, shifting the weight. Make sure you fully empty one leg and sink into the other, moving smoothly with your breath. Then coming into the center, we round, scoop the belly, back of hands touch, and then come back in, hands under ribs. Breathe out, round, tuck the chin. Breathe in, circle, open the chest. And you can start to come even deeper, sinking the hips, opening up, eye gaze up. Again, up to 8 here. This is quite warming. And then from here, a figure of 8. Side to side with the arms, shifting the weight and a releasing feel. So any stress, any anxiety you're holding on to right now, let it go through your arms. Be free of it. Be with your breath, be with your body. Be here and now. And you can do that as many times as you feel you need to, so you're warm and that you're really here in your body. And just coming into the center. So coming to the top of your mat, if you have one, short edge at the front, feet together or slightly wider if that's more stable for you. We'll take an extended mountain, breathing in, arms up, palms together. Forward fold, bend knees, lift the belly, hands to floor, tucking the chin. Stepping back into a plank. Hands under shoulders, belly tight, feet hip width apart. Lift the belly, sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. Tuck the chin, roll through the spine, return to plank. Knees down, lower halfway, crocodile. Inhale, baby cobra, hips on the ground, shoulders back, so you can stay at this base. Downward dog, tucking the toes, hips up and back. Breathing out. Bend knees, right foot comes forward into a lunge between hands. Use your hand if you need to step it through. Back knee down. And we take a twist here. Right arm rises, eye gaze up, breathing out. Breathe in, return to lunge, back knee lifts. Forward fold, feet together. Breathing out. And a little twist here. So we bend the left knee, we open the right arm up. Oh, you feel it in your ITB. Great stretch for side of leg. Lower down, bend right knee, left arm opens. Keeping the eye gaze to the floor. Folding, exhale, inhale and rise. Coming straight in, so now I'll show you a slightly more intense version. Exhale to fold. You can jump back into your plank, strong core. On your toes, lowering halfway. Coming back into downward dog. Tucking your chin, rolling through to plank. Staying on your toes, lowering halfway, elbows in, belly tight. Upward facing dog, feet on the ground, tailbone under, chest really open, butt squeeze. Downward facing dog, exhale, lift the belly. Left foot comes between hands. So as you move and progress through your rounds, you may have your back leg lifted in the lunge. Power your back heel away. Left arm rises. So you always twist in towards your front thigh. Exhaling. Inhale, return to the lunge, chest up. Breathing out, return to your fold. And we come into the twist once again. So the right leg straightens, left knee bends, right arm opens. Lower down, so it's the same arm and leg, lifting and straightening. Beautiful chest stretch and side body opener. Returning to the fold, exhale, circle the arms wide and high, inhale. Rinse and repeat. Up to 6 rounds there for more intensity. 4 rounds, slowing down for less intensity. So let's get some heat into our legs now. We're going to step back into a warrior one. Our right foot goes way back. Square these hip bones to the front. Now you might need to go a little bit wider, give your pelvis the room that you need. Belly in, tailbone under. Palms reach up to ceiling. We open the arms out into a cactus, breathe in. And then we circle and scoop, reach forward. Arms long and strong, belly in and rise. Open to cactus, open the chest, drop down into your shoulder blades. Lift the belly as you come forward, so keeping the lower body still, moving the upper body. Up to 6 rounds on that flow. Then we come into our warrior two, so turning to side, left knee bends, and we flow. Extended warrior, coming towards the front knee, circle the arms. Sun warrior, circle the arms, reverse. Really keeping the knee out, pressing through both feet evenly. Sturdy and strong through the lower body, free and flowing in your upper body. Up to 6 rounds there. We come into a floating half moon. Shift the weight forward into front leg. Take your time. Slowly lift the back heel, and we're flexing the foot, and we're open to the side as much as we can with our top hip and shoulder. Staying for about 4 breaths or 2, and then pointing the toe, we turn warrior 3 with aeroplane arms, squaring your hip to the floor, shoulders to the floor. You'll find that your leg probably drops, but that's okay. We want to keep that square position of the pelvis. Feet together and reset. I'll quickly go through the other side. So remember, warrior one, left heel back and down, press back through the edge of the foot. Square hips, hands at heart. Breathe and reach. Exhale, drop shoulders first. Then we inhale, open, expansion. Scoop and reach, lengthen. Rise, expansion, scoop, lengthen. Opening out into the warrior two. So now right knee bends, square your hips up and come into the flow, circling to one leg and back to the other, keeping your belly really strong and your spine long, so you can get good side body opening. As many rounds as you can there, up to 6. Shifting the weight forward into right leg. Taking your time as you find your floating half moon. So remember to turn the hips, turn the shoulder. 4 breaths or 2. And then turning the body. Really enjoy taking your time there. That's going to be a bit of a fun journey. Square the hips, soften the standing knees so you're supported, and reach the arms as long as you can. Feet come together. We have an intense pose with a heel lift. Bind the hands, and then we just take a side flexion, breathing out to one side, center. Breathe out to the other side. So focus your eye gaze on the floor ahead. This is quite challenging, so try squeezing your thighs together and pressing firm through your hands. Yes. Oh, shaky, 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 shaky. Let's come to a forward fold, a nice release from there. We're going to come to opening up through our hips. So when you're ready, tuck one foot under. Take the legs nice and wide. So wide stick pose. What we want to do here is draw the sitting bones back. We want to feel the lengthening of the inner thighs and a nice long lower back. Knees open as much as you can. If you start to compromise the posture, bend the knees. We take a long inhale and a side bend. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Rolling the top shoulder back. Again, just taking eye gaze wherever it feels comfortable on your neck. We come to the center, so you'll hold that for about 6 breaths. Come to the center, eye gaze to floor. And coming into a deeper stretch now with a fold. Maybe you have your hands on legs, maybe you're supporting at the back, maybe you're bending your knees. Holding there for 6 breaths. And into a spiral twist from here. Rising, right heel in, left knee bends, right hand to floor. Breathe in, sweep the arms side and up. You can look down, you can gaze up. You might even revolve your heart a little bit more. That really opens up through the front of the hip. And a nice oblique stretch as well, side of the body. Lowering down. So you can hold that one up to 4 breaths. We return to our wide stick pose. We come to the other side, holding for 6 breaths. Coming to the center, 6 breaths. Rising up, heel to groin. Left, right heel behind. Hand right under the shoulder so you're quite supported. And then a full breath in. It's a beautiful sweeping motion up. To the side. Or open. Kind of go where it feels that you need it in that particular stretch. And then releasing down. And we'll come into a frog pose to finish our hips. So if frog is not for you, wide child pose, big toes together and arms out long, sinking right back. Might be nice to prepare there. Or for frog pose, elbows under shoulders. We kick the ankles out so they're in line with the knees. We lift the belly, support the back. Relax the shoulders back from the neck. And then just start to explore this stretch. Now I like to move forward and back through this one. Nice and slowly, so up to 6 times. Perhaps you might like to be still. Really tune into your hips and what they need here. And if you don't have a friend to help you out and you feel stuck, here's a good way to get out. Shift your weight forward, big toes together, push through both of your hands, and then one at a time, or bring them in and shake out as you need to. So we've got some core work next. Rolling onto our backs. And we want lower back close to the floor. Palms up, shoulder blades dropping back and down. Now, you can start with the knees bent and get a feel for this one. We're doing leg circles going away from each other. So we come down, out, and together. Down, out, together. So we breathe in, breathe out as we pull the knees back in. So the core works really hard to bring the knees back above the hips. That's when the exhale comes. If you're feeling fairly confident there, you might like to try with straight legs. Down, circle wide, and together. You might even add a little hip lift at the top. But make sure it's very small and it's coming from the lower abs, not forcing down with your arms. So you can do up to 10 of those, bent or straight, whatever feels good for you. Into the obliques, so either knees bent or feet on the floor. And we're doing 3 crunches, so we're coming to the side, to the center, to the side, to the center. Continuing with that. 10 times. Or if you'd like to try boat pose, we're slightly resting on the sitting bones or just back off them. Arms are long, and it's a figure of 8. Whew. Now the challenge on this one is keeping your legs still, keeping your chest up, trying to be graceful while your abs are burning. So maybe smile while you do it. So that's quite an advanced pose. Go there if you can. You know your alternatives. Up to 10. See how you go with that one. Holding back of thighs, rolling yourselves up, and come on over to all fours. Okay, so I'm just going to turn my mat now. Short edge on the side if you have a mat. Otherwise, you might like to bring your towel and wrap it up underneath the knees for some support. We're into horse stance, so our hands are under our shoulders, knees directly under the hips, belly in, and that's long spine, everybody, so keep elongating through the neck and crown of head. Taking one leg, extend out behind you, and we're doing a rainbow with our leg. Now this one, no movement whatsoever from anywhere else in your body apart from that leg. So you'll notice if your hip starts to dip out on the other side, you've lost the core engagement. So keep the hip above the knee, and then if you feel confident, you can make it bigger, but try not to sway through your lower back. So pull belly up, 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 and in. So you can do that one up to 10 times, changing sides. And if you want a real challenge, which I'm sure you do, opposite arm extends out to the diagonal and doing your rainbow. This is a great way to engage the sling muscles across your back, so from shoulder to opposite hip. Great postural work, this one. Thumb up, long, strong arm, push through the bottom hand to support your balance, and most importantly, breathe. Okay, so up to 10 there, with or without the opposite arm. We come into a downward facing dog. We're working strong through our shoulders. If down dog's not for you, stay on the knees and do the same exercise from the knees. So downward facing dog, feet hip width apart. We shift weight forward, and we do a figure of 8 with the knee. Figure 8, open up, three-legged dog. Breathe out, breathe in. So you can do that one up to 8 times each leg. You've got to have strong pressure in your hands. Try not to rotate your shoulders. It's a good hip mobility exercise as well. Butt squeeze at the top. And like I said, if that's not for your shoulders or your wrists, on your knees, figure of 8 with the knee, open back. Breathe out, breathe in. And we'll finish with a dolphin pose. A great strengthening exercise for your back. Like down dog, but we're on our forearms. Tucking the toes, feet hip width apart. Lift the sitting bones up high. Belly in nice and strong. Feel the muscles of your back engaging as you press through your forearms. You've got a choice if you like to lift one leg, keeping the hips square. And alternating sides. So you can do 4 times each leg. Or just hold strong and really breathe into a strong dolphin pose. Coming down to the knees. We've worked quite hard, I think, so we're going to do some more restorative twists because the body needs it. I'm going to come onto our backs. Hold the back of the thighs. This should feel really nice as you're coming down, so enjoy that transition. Arms are coming wide. And as we slowly breathe out, we drop the knees to one side. And we're going to move, so we come over to the other side. A massage for your lower back. Go as slowly as you wish. Keeping both of the shoulders grounded evenly. So you want to do once each side, and then we hold here. Might like to look down the back arm. If it's for you, you can extend your top leg, catch it in the hand or rest it on the floor. And then pull the hip back as much as you can to align with the ribs. Gives you a deep glute stretch, outside leg release as well. And then slowly rolling to the other side. Look away, ground the back shoulder, and repeat with the twist. Leg extend if you can. Rolling all the way to all fours. And we're coming to standing. So tuck the toes, walk the hands back to feet. Little forward fold here, tuck the chin. Coming to intense pose twist. So feet together or hip width if you need. Bend the knees a lot, sink the hips right back. Lift the chest. Opposite arm crosses knee and other arm reaches high. Now for this pose, we want to keep heart above hips. So if you are intensifying the twist and you can go there, it's about sinking the hips, getting lots of expansion through the chest, but not collapsing. So open yourself up. Staying there for 6 breaths, checking that your knees are in line so your hips are in line, and then changing sides. Honoring where you're at one side to the other, taking it deeper if that feels good, belly strong, shoulder drops back. Rising up, turn to face the front, feet wide, really wide, toes to the front. From the hips, soften the knees, long strong back, we come forward, belly in, all the way. Oh, that feels nice, coming into a fold, let your arms relax, release your neck. Find your breath here. In and out through the nose. Just try to keep the shoulders away from the neck. Sitting bones come high, and then feeling the pressure to the outer edges of the legs, and you start to stretch more down through the calves. Bit of a love-hate relationship with that one. And then we come over to the right leg, walking it over, opposite arm wraps at the ankle or wherever it's comfortable for you. Lift the belly and folding in. The other arm can rest down or support on the floor. And there's a soft knee bend on the right side. And then walking yourself, holding there for 6 breaths, walking over to the other side, wrapping. Other hand where you like. Bring the chin right in. 6 breaths on that side. Coming back to the center. Tucking one foot in. We'll find the floor once more for a couple more stretches of the hamstrings. So taking one leg long, knee comes into the chest. I'm going to move in and out through this stretch. So the knee comes in, breath out, breath in, extend the leg, breath out, draw it closer. So the breath out is where you engage the stretch. The breath in prepares. Breathe in, breathe out, pull in. Breathe in, lift, breathe out, stretch. Try not to grip too hard with your hands. Working with your breath and allowing the leg to go to a position that feels good. And repeat that 6 times each leg. And if you need, you can bend the opposite leg. Just ensuring that your hips stay grounded the whole time so you're really getting the hamstring release. And then we do it wide. So I like to place my hand on my opposite hip bone so I know that I'm evenly grounded. Take it in and extend, pressing the heel away. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Again, 6 times. And then come to the center, ITB, so simply cross the leg over, opposite hand to outside of calf, Just make sure not on your kneecap, and softly across. Hip bones grounded. Don't have to go too far to feel that one. Heel lifts. That's a key ingredient to the stretch. Holding for 6 breaths there. Repeat on the other side. So other leg bent or straight. So 6 times. So through the center, in and out. To the side, in and out, heel away. And then come to center, opposite hand, ITB. Ooh. And then we finish with happy baby pose. So you can hold thighs, calves, maybe you can reach your feet. Focus on the tailbone dropping towards the floor, anchoring the shoulders. Take a long breath in, and with each out breath, we're imprinting the lower back to the mat or the floor. 6 breaths holding, and then 6 rocking side to side. That just feels really nice. Slowly, gently, bring the legs back together. Sitting up or lying down, making your way into a comfortable position. Grab some extra clothing or rehydrate, whatever you need. If you'd like to stay for a meditation, I invite you to close your eyes. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. However you're positioned, just feel the hips sinking into the floor. And you can stay here for as long as you need. But think of your breath like a wave. From the feet, breathing in all the way up to the crown of the head. And exhaling down to the feet. So it's a wave of calm moving up and down your body. Noticing the breath without judgment of how it feels. Or trying to change it. Just let it come and go. Feel your centeredness as you observe the breath. As if you would sitting on a beach observing the waves coming forward and back. Be the calm amongst the chaos. When you're ready, you can come out of pose. Stretch as you need to, move as you need to. Thank your body for the work that it's done. That was a pretty challenging workout today. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me.